So my name is Juma El-Awaisi. I'm from a new company called Braci, the Smart Year. And I'm going to be sharing with you guys a little bit about some of the experience we've had with user experience in terms of designing, and especially designing for people with disabilities, and in particular sensory disabilities. What we do at Braci, I'll give you just a quick introduction. We convert sounds from people's environments into notifications. So sounds such as fire alarms, doorbells, whatever the sound might be, we change into sensory and visual notification. And in particular with the deaf and hard of hearing, which is one of the range of products we have, they can be notified through flashing lights, vibrations, and on-screen events. All right, I'm going to try and make this as interactive as possible. We're going to start right now making a new product. We're all going to create a product together. If we were to create a product, what do we need to know about the product? We need to know something about the company that's creating the product. What are their goals of creating the product? The users, we need to understand their needs. Why do they need this product? And we need to know what the product itself is, through visual design, emotional design, and usability. So first of all, about the company. What does the company need to know? What are the goals of the company? Why are they creating a product? Now, we're talking about Philips. They just said they have 800 staff in the research lab, where we only have, in total, the whole company is about 10 or 15 people. There's people from tech side, there's the business side, there's the designers. Why do they need to create this product? The business person will tell you you want to increase sales in the company. The tech person will tell you we found a competitive advantage over another competitor, so that's why we want to do it. Or we might have just found a solution for a problem. What do the users need? The users need something which is affordable, easy to use, and solves their problem. They're not going to buy something that's not going to solve something that they won't use on a day-to-day use and solve their problem. So if we've already seen what the company does, we understood what the users need, we've created the product. After we create the product, then we're doing these usability tests, user experience, and so on and so forth. So what's user experience? It's not just getting the product, it's an application, and letting them go through a bunch of screens and so on. That's more of the usability test. We're going to get them through a variety of different steps to let them understand. The user experience starts right from when the person sees the advertisement. They saw the Braci advertisement, oh, I want to buy this product. From right there to the branding, to the day-to-day use, that's all part of the user experience that they have. What if the user that you're building a product for has a sensory impairment? What if they, what if, for example, they can't see, they have some kind of visual impairment, and they're driving a car? How can they drive their car in that scenario? That car manufacturer has to rebrand or redesign its car to be able to let it drive maybe by itself. You've got all these different impairments that possibly could happen. Let's take one example. Who wears glasses here? Yeah, I also wear glasses. I'm wearing contacts today. So when I go into, for example, Specsavers or any optician, and I want to get a new pair of glasses, so I go try them on, but I'm not wearing my contacts. So I'm trying to look. I'm like, do these look good on me or not? Because I don't know, because I can't see what I'm looking at. And when I tell you, I'm very, very blind, just so you know. So that's one example. I'll give you another example about Braci itself. So as I told you, we convert sounds from people's environments into notifications. So you can get notifications through Philips, your light bulb, through vibrations, on-screen events, kind of smartwatches or anything smartwatch. I'm going to take you back to the start of our journey. When we started off, one of the co-founders of the company was a heavy sleeper. He couldn't wake up to morning lectures, right? So what he was like, I'll create an alarm that splashes water on me in the morning, right? It wasn't very convenient because he'd wake up completely drenched. Well, it kind of substituted having a shower, but at the same time, he still woke up drenched. So what he then decided to do is put a little pad that vibrates inside his pillow. It was very convenient. But then he started thinking, what about everyone else? People that maybe have hearing impairments. How can they hear very critical sounds such as the fire alarm, the doorbell, the baby cry? And that's where we started off creating a mobile application. Before we started creating a mobile application, we wanted to create our own bracelet. And that's hence why the name is Braci, short for bracelet. We wanted to create our own bracelet. But then we started thinking, Pebble's got a smartwatch. iWatch has released a smartwatch. Samsung's got the Samsung Galaxy Gear. Why do we need to make another product? Why do we need to put just more products out there, more hardware products for people to buy? Why don't we just create a software that can be available in all these products? And that's what we started by doing. So we released our first application without going through any kind of usability test or any user experience or any of that kind of stuff. And we launched it out for, I think it was 99 pence. We got a few downloads, it wasn't that much, so we're like, all right, maybe we should just put it for free at the start just to get people downloading. So we put it off for free, we did get downloads, but then we noticed a lot of the downloads were becoming uninstalled. So we were a bit surprised, why are people uninstalling a free application? But in terms of features, the main feature, there's no problem. Then we started asking people, doing questionnaires, doing surveys and everything, and we got lots of feedback that, what do we do with the application? You've given me the application, I know what it does, but how do I do it? And that's where we started then changing all these little features within the application so that it become more user-friendly. In about 1 month, we had over 600 users. Just the main use was just for them to give us feedback on how to make it more user-friendly. And that's where we came up with the new design for the application. Not just did we get a new application for the different training, but then they started giving us more ideas. One, for example, was like, okay, can I use this to monitor my baby as a baby monitor? Like, yeah, why not? We created a new application, which is a baby monitor. Another person was like, can I tackle my snoring with this? There were little vibrations that can like vibrate in my hand. That was another product, another range of products. People with headphones, okay, I listen to music while I'm cycling or whatever. Can I use this? Yes, you can. So what we realized that a lot of the main important things that when startups are coming out with new products or whatever, that it's not really focused on is the user. And that's why we know all the products we do or anything that we release is all focused on the user itself. And that's it. Yeah.